Hello guys, my name's Cameron. Welcome to Spaced Out Gaming. I just realized it's gonna be the fourth video uploading on St. Patty's Day for you guys from my channel, because I'm going to be talking about the CWDC TV show, Flareoverse, whatever the hell you want to call it. All right, so first off, I am a huge fan of these shows. I've honestly not been into them for very long. I honestly didn't watch Arrow when it first came out, but I did end up catching up to it before season 3, and now I'm a full-fledged in love with every one of the shows. But that is not the whole thing I'm going to be. That's not what I'm going to be talking about today. Today I'm going to be sharing theories I have with the big bads of the seasons for these. All right. Firstly, we're just going to start with The Flash, and then we're going to go straight to Arrow, and that's it, because those are the only two that have theories for them right now, because Supergirl's next episode already has my theory that Mon-El was the Prince of Daxam confirmed. DC's Legends of Tomorrow, there's not really much I can do with that one for a theory at the moment as to how it's going to end, because I don't really have any. But here's my theories. We've now, if you guys are all caught up like I am, you've figured out that Wednesday's episode of Arrow, and we're going to start with Arrow because I want to start with Arrow because it was the first one. Wednesday night's episode of Arrow, you found out that, first off, Talia is in cahoots with the fake Adrian Chase. I can't remember exactly what his name is. Simon something. I can't remember what his last name is. Excuse me. And she's also the one who trained him. And you see that, he really wants to make Ollie suffer, and he killed his own wife just to prove that point. This theory is less about what he's going to be doing, what his whole plan is. It's more about who Vigilante is. Now, obviously, Adrian Chase is Vigilante in the comics, if you guys don't know. My theory is that Adrian Chase is a real person. Now, my theory is that Simon, the fake Adrian Chase, the fake DA, the one who's actually Prometheus, my theory is that he kidnapped Chase, he locked him away somewhere, he assumed his identity, and then he got as close to Oliver as he could to get his payback. But I think he ended up escaping. I think Adrian Chase ended up escaping. Now, the thing is, Evelyn, who was also on Green Arrow's team for a while, on Ollie's team, ended up being a bad person and ended up siding with Prometheus. The thing is, we haven't seen her in a while. And something Oliver said in last night's episode kind of gave me an idea. Although she's assumed to still be alive, what if Vigilante somehow escaped by killing her? Now, I know this wouldn't fit because Vigilante was there before, but think about it. What if he was captured for a short period of time and we didn't see him for a while, and then he came back because he'd killed Evelyn? It's a very possible theory, I guess. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but that would give a ways to how Vigilante actually got out. And I think the real Adrian Chase is Vigilante, and I think he's doing everything in his power to stop fake Adrian Chase, Simon, Prometheus, whatever you want to call him. I think he's trying to do everything he can to stop him. Now, obviously, when the whole Vigilante thing was happening with Prometheus and Vigilante, where Chase was making it seem like he's still Vigilante, he still seemed, excuse me for that, sorry guys, it still seemed like he was Vigilante because he took the piece of the visor. I still think Adrian Chase is Vigilante, but something was just done to him to get him out of the way. Yeah, that's how I feel. And also, I don't really have a theory as to who, or as to how this Simon guy really knows Ollie. Obviously Talia wants to get back at him for killing her father. But with him, it doesn't seem like he has a real motive. And I feel like I want to really know exactly what his motive is. Like, he's talking about how he wants Oliver to suffer and how he wants him to see who the real him is. Like, he wants him to see who his real self is. And I think we're going to figure that out in a few episodes. We're going to figure out his actual motive. We're going to... Sorry about that. I paused it to yawn really quick. We're gonna figure out what his real motive is, why exactly he's targeting Oliver. All right. Now on to the Flash. Who is Savitar? Now, if you guys are all caught up on this, you know that Wally is back out of the Speed Force. Barry has called off his engagement with Iris, as she said she did want to be his wife, and then he ended up saying that he thinks they need a break. I think he's just doing that as a play to try to save her from Savitar killing her. I could be wrong, but that's most likely what they're going for. Jay Garrick is in the Speed Force. He took Wally's place. Now, I think it's getting close to us knowing exactly who Savitar is. We're gonna figure it out soon. My theory is that's HR. HR being the Earth 19. Wait, no, is it Earth 19? I think it's Earth 19. Version of Harrison Wells. A writer kind of like H.G. Wells. I like that that whole kind of put together there. H.G. Wells, H.R. Wells. It's kind of funny. I like it. There's reasoning behind this too. First off, he says a lot of the same thing that HR does, especially Wallace for Wally instead of just, he doesn't call Wally, he calls him Wallace. There's a lot of things they have about each other that are similar. It could be very possible that he is in fact HR, a future version of HR, or something of the likes. And, HR eventually ends up creating the armor for himself or something like that, saying he created himself. That's the possibility, is that he creates himself. He creates the armor himself. He creates the myth of him being a god and all this stuff. Sorry, I had to pause it on again. I'm really tired. And then, it's a very big possibility. And I don't like the theory that it's Barry. It's not Barry. The thing is, everyone's like, talking about how he says I am the future Flash, and everyone's thinking that means he's the future Flash, but what he's actually saying is I am the future, Flash. He's pretty much saying that to the Flash, and my theory about this is that he's the future of speedsters. My theory is that that's what he's meaning, is he's the future of speedsters, not that he's the future fucking Barry, because future Barry is the one that imprisoned him in the Speed Force in the first place. Barry's not going to imprison himself. Plus, Barry would never kill Iris, so. Excuse me. Other than HR, I don't really have a lot of theories of who it could be. There's not a lot of people. As for Savitar's prophecy, one will fall. Or wait, what was it? One will fall, one will betray you, and one will face a fate worse than death. I think the face worse than death is already being seen in Jay, kind of. I think he's going to be stuck there and he's going to die in the Speed Force. I think they're going to go to return Savitar, and as they return Savitar, Jay's going to come out and he's going to die, and it's going to be sad. So yeah. It could also be Jay Garrick. I could see that being him. He's pissed that Barry trapped in the Speed Force or something. I don't know. Maybe. Betrayer. If it's not Caitlyn's betrayal of keeping the piece of the Philosopher's Stone, I think it's going to be shown later on down the road. I don't know who it could be, but one will fall. I think it's to be Joe. I think Joe's going to end up dying sometime in the end of the season. It's going to be heartbreaking for everybody, and it's going to lead to something down the line for Barry to realize about himself. Oh, I'm tired. It's too early. Other than that, I don't really have much to theorize about. How I think I will try to do some DC really quick for Legends tomorrow and Supergirl. I'll try to do some quick stuff. How do I think they're going to beat the Legion of Doom? Well, let's see. They already have a huge amount. They have a huge team already. They have Heatwave. They have Firestorm. Wait, is it Heatwave? I think that's what Mick's name is, right? I think that's what Mick's name is, Heatwave. They have Firestorm. They have White Canary. They have Atom. They have Steel. They have, at the moment, Amaya, otherwise known as I think Vixen. They also have Rip back. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be something to do with the entire team. I think Jonah Hex might make another return, which I'd love. Jonah Hex is awesome. That's always a possibility. Jonah Hex can make another return. I think they're gonna end up having I think to stop Eobard, I think it's going to be something to do with the Black Flash. Which we already kind of saw in the last episode, not Jackson, Ray kind of got him to be chased by the Black Flash. I think that's what's going to happen. Eobard's going to get stopped by the Black Flash, and it's going to be as simple as stopping Malcolm and Damian from there on, which both have already been stopped in the past or the future. Whichever way you want to look at this, it's confusing. Time travel is confusing, okay? And I think there's gonna be a huge setup after the end of this season for next season's baddies. I don't know who next season's bad guys could be for Legends Tomorrow. There's also I also like the idea, because Booster Gold, if you guys don't know, is Rip Hunter's father. I like the idea that Rip Hunter or Booster Gold could end up popping up. That'd be awesome. All right, and Supergirl. Well, the Daxamites, Mon-El's parents are coming and saying he's the Prince of Daxam. I think what's going to happen is when Supergirl finds out, she's going to be really pissed, and then she's going to end up forgiving him. And then I think it's going to end up being Daxamites are going to be a sort of big bad for the rest of the season, and then Cadmus is kind of just going to be like on the coattails, hanging back, and then they're going to be pushed full force in season 3 with Cadmus, and it's going to be a huge battle between the DEO and Cadmus. Yeah, that's actually a pretty solid theory. That's all my theories, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of short theorizing video. Excuse me again, guys. Jeez. Well, we'll see how my theories end up playing out in the end of these seasons. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.